Yeah.
I don't know if anyone's ever whipped that one out on me before. So
I mean, I hope people don't whip out stuff on you all the time, Trent. I mean, it's a bit weird.
who are you to hope for what I want?
Or do you want the Canadian do you want the Canadian handball team to rock up for you?
Hey, whoa. Ninjas in pajamas. Okay, so we had both of these squads, right? And both these squads, this is also a elimination match, I believe. Yes.
No, this is upper bracket. This is upper bracket.
This is not an elimination match because NiP surprised us with 2 quick wins. Actually, isn't that what happened? They are the ones who took down Empire.
They smashed
My mistake.
Empire, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
They handed it to them.
I'm so used to seeing NiP in the losers bracket.
I'm the same. Like, I even thought that these games were reversed. I thought that we were gonna do NiP effect first, because in my head I had it like we were doing lower bracket first and upper bracket after. And you kind of think Empire C9 should be the upper bracket match, right? But it's not. Effect defeated Cloud9 2-1, and like you just said, NiP did kind of smash Empire very quickly.
They Monkey Kinged them, I believe.
Yeah, it was. It was Hani Monkey King, wasn't it? It was very good in the second game.
Spirit Breaker.
But I don't know how NiP will fare up against Effect, because Effect have their own kind of, I don't want to say gimmicky, but it's kind of out of the ordinary drafting style that reminds me of Goblak at TI4.
Fair enough.
They just pick shit that doesn't die, and then they run at you.
10 seconds.
Yeah, they pick. I mean, they're the kind of team that would usually pick something like Spirit Breaker, or they even still pick Night Stalker a couple times too, and that's how they beat them the last time these two teams faced up against each other. It was a Night Stalker troll sort of a draft for game number 1 with an OD and a Legion, so just like this troll warlord to totally jack up the attack speed of OD and Legion, and well, here we go again. They'll just take it early on, seeing the Phoenix. I mean, why wouldn't you, right? Very good counter to that hero. And then game number 2, they went with a very, very standard Legion Commander, Juggernaut, Shadow Fiend. Just like the most vanilla draft you could imagine, backed up by a Rubik and an Earth Spirit, and it just worked. I mean, they beat the Hani Monkey King that game. But now, worth noting, both of those games, NiP tried this Razor thing, and I wasn't feeling it, I gotta say. So I don't know if they're gonna do that again.
I am not a fan at all. The Razor hero.
I saw he won yesterday in Dream League, though.
It just feels bad when Razor's picked. Like, you don't feel good for any team. Like, you don't feel good for the people picking Razor, and you don't feel good for the people that are against the Razor. It's just one of those heroes that annoys people. Like, the entire purpose of being for a Razor is to piss off the enemy carry, pretty much.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Just not a feel-good hero, I don't think.
5 seconds.
Maybe if you, maybe if you're into that kind of thing, domineering and putting people through putting people through pain.
Well, now the real question is, what is it about the Spirit Breaker that NiP sees so much power in? You know, they're just willing to take it, second pick overall. Not a hero they have played a whole lot in their officials. Again, we said that Effect have done so maybe just a little bit of like, yeah, we don't really want you guys to have this hero. We know you like it. We know you play it pretty well, so we'll take it for ourselves. Before this, the last time Spirit Breaker was really coming into the meta and actually being picked a lot was after TI. And EG and NP were running it a lot. It was like the same time we had that like jungle Veno strat going on.
5 seconds remaining.
So kind of interesting to see him at least getting a little bit of love here. But he has that nice BKB control too. So pretty handy against someone like this Troll Warlord that just wants to get the BKB and go in.
Yeah, definitely can be very good. But now with, Phoenix and Spirit Breaker, you've got some team fight sort of elements of control.
Sand King.
Adding into it with the Sand King with his stuns and team fight ultimates. But with Phoenix and Sunray, I feel like the greatest strength of this hero is just picking someone who's, tanky enough to just stand high ground and take the Sunray heal and not really care about too much else. We think about Juggernaut, but maybe TB would be good here as well up against the Troll Treant.
Yeah, they already have the egg help now, right? Because both Charge and Burrow Strike are pretty good when teams are trying to focus down the egg. If you kind of cluster them into these areas, these AoE abilities are very good against. Of course, if you can land an Epicenter, that's even better. So, now it is time to build up on that Sunray. So, Jug, TB, even Lifestealer, I mean, no one really wants to face up against a Troll Warlord. Like, this guy eventually gets these items that he wins out against Jugs and Lifestealers and stuff like that. But in the early game, you can also snowball a little bit. And before Troll actually has those items up, you can definitely, find yourself susceptible to some Omni Slashes or just getting Infest bombed down.
So what do you think about, like, an early Silencer pick for Effect, then?
Witch Doctor.
And I only ask because there's like Phoenix, Sand King, Spirit Breaker. As soon as one comes in, you just like pop the ulti. I was feeling more. I was feeling more of like a support role. Now the Witch Doctor's picked, I'm less sold on it.
I think if they went Silencer as well in terms of a support, then you are very worried about charge. You pretty much have nothing to do against it. Cask isn't the greatest, but it can still work. And whenever Spirit Breaker comes in, he tends to have a buddy. It's not often he's ganking alone. It's like Night Stalker. So Witch Doctor's always been one of those position 4 answers to that, or what? Sorry, position 5 answers to that. At least at the support role, where if they try and dive these towers, you can get so punished by a good Cask.
They're holding on to these heroes for a long time. Like mid and safe lane heroes being kind of held here by both Effect and NiP.
This should almost guaranteed be the safe lane hero, one would think, right?
I'd assume so.
Or at least a hero that can do either. So like an Ursa, that's definitely someone who can man up against a Troll Warlord for a vast majority of the game. The kiting isn't too bad. One of the really nice things about having Witch Doctor against Ursa, though, is that the Cask isn't like a one-off stun that you can just, get purged or something like that. If he has the Aghanim Scepter, this thing just keeps bouncing and being obnoxious.
What about Ember Spirit? Has Flame Guard to burn through living armor. Very good against the Troll early game. Got the magical damage just to burst through him. There's no hard stuns. There's Treant Overgrowth and Witch Doctor Cask are the two only ones. But they do go back for the TB. That high ground force that we were talking about, coupled up with Sunray.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Very strong and effective.
And it also opens up the Ember Spirit a lot too, because by getting this like super solid tower hitter in your safe lane, you don't need to really worry about that coming out from your mid. If had they gone for something like an Ursa, who maybe could have like snowballed way harder in terms of like damage, where he could just be blinking with the Sand King and Spirit Breaking and just running over the map, then closing out the objectives could have been difficult for them. So Terrorblade's going to offer that for you, and now you again can just get this like player killing mid hero, whoever they do decide.
I think the SF ban even more shows like we want Ember Spirit or one of these heroes that gets punished hard by a kind of lane dominator.
I wonder why they didn't ban OD though, just because like OD with Troll Warlord plus OD with Treant Protector, OD comboing up with Enigma, like he even has the setup to like bring you in for an early black hole. Feels like that's just a stronger hero overall, but maybe the Roche potential and stuff, they didn't want this like crazy group up from the Shadow Fiend.
I mean, OD like ticks so many boxes. Cancels charge,
I would just pick OD.
Kills illusions. That's big actually. I like that a lot. Can be difficult playing into a Phoenix with the fiery spirits though.
It's true. Has no way to purge them. Doesn't have an ally that does it either.
10 seconds remaining.
Difficult decision, but they do go for the OD. Good call, Trent.
Dire team pick.
NiP, that Ember idea that we had against an OD, it's not the
worst, man. It's not even Radiant side either. Like the creeps are so far away to jungle. You have help from a Spirit Breaker, but even that's a little bit scary.
Are they just gonna pick Razor then? Are they gonna go back for like a Razor or a Viper or something?
Dude, they have played a lot of Razor.
It's going to happen. I mean, I think TA is probably your best hero here for NiP. Like does decently against OD in lane. Isn't gonna get crushed by like Witch Doctor Treant roaming in. Not gonna do too much to the TA.
Only really has Midnight Pulse to worry about in terms of refractions.
Death Prophet? Question mark?
That's a hero I never think of. I don't know what it is. She's never in my brain. Maybe it's just because she's only now starting to come back. But
like DP with Sunray, you've got 2 initiators. You've got Tower Push with a TB already. That big silence is huge against Enigma and Troll.
Plus, if she like can kind of create, if Terrorblade is the first one who starts like laying into the fight and whatnot, and he starts getting a little bit low, then this DP comes in and she creates enough chaos that you can like find the spot for the Sunder. But
another hero
that
we forgot
instead.
About.
True. So not too bad against the OD.
Oh no, that's like really good against OD. Like you outrange OD by like what 200 or 250 or something stupid. He can't astral you.
Yeah.
Just keep
not
laying
too
into the
shabby.
right. Okay.
I guess I worry but with living armor though, and you miss out on a lot of that right click advantage, and then there's still this whole like the LSA versus the astral battle. But you're right. I mean the outrange is pretty big, so like it'll be a lot about boots, and then Hani of course should have a bigger impact on the lane than Roger will in sort of like aggressive fashion. So yeah, should be pretty Mickey favored, I'd say.
Yeah, I think so too. But you never know in these games. Weird things do happen, with shrines and being able to turn around fights so easily. You jump into foggy tree areas. Oh, not this again. You got to stop showing us these team tower showdowns when no one is able to actually show down with their team towers.
Yeah.
Pathetic.
Come on, guys. They actually do have compendiums. Don't hate the players. Hate the game, literally.
The new map.
What? Oh, did you put it on? Did you do it?
Yeah.
Attaboy! That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, this is sick. Oh my god, this looks so good. The whole
Only that was part of the shared content.
the whole,
He was
like,
bad man.
bit around the Roshan pit is all like pipes, and you can see down through the ground to like a cavern below. Oh man.
Nailing it. There you go. You're saving the stream, dude.
I like this a lot, yeah. 2 stupid casters, but you've got the best map in the game enabled. Okay, so Insania for once is not playing Rubik. Insania Phoenix. It's been a while. Shachlo Enigma up on top lane. Afo the OD with Roger's Treant nearby. This looks like it's going to be the normal trade-off of bounty runes. Sadoy, Troll, and Arzeek down at bottom lane, where the Witch Doctor will get theirs. So Trixie, Poor Man Shield, Sand King. I don't know if he gets any help down here. Like Hani, I think should focus mid lane. I don't know if they need to try and win off lane too hard, because Mika's Lina, like we've already been over that OD lane, should be okay for them. While TB Phoenix top, honestly, should be perfectly fine against the Enigma. Like maybe with some kill power over him as well, level 1.
I was meant to have this.
Go for that Icarus
I'll
dive.
be keeping an eye on Trixie, I think, a lot this game.
Yeah.
Just see how he does.
He's either going to feed or he is going to kill many bad men. Or both at the same time. That's the Trixie special. No, the Trixie special is like get a double kill then die.
Looks like Rogers just thinking about exactly who's going to be coming down here as well. Not taking his point quite yet. Just wants to make sure. Is it worth me trying to go for a leech seed kill? Can I kind of bait Trixie into taking that early point into Caustic Family and then just run at him?
Well, he's still just going to run at him anyway. Trixie burns
That
through
Orb of
one of
Venom.
the tangos already. Oh yeah, the big old man punching through. And it was a nice play there by Sadoy to be the one to block the wave and hold the range creep in place so that Roger could sit back. He had the Witch Doctor blocking his own wave. So they kind of hid the Treant for as long as they could. Trixie just managed to walk straight in there though. Trixie is still walking straight on through. Blocks up the camp actually to make sure it doesn't stack for them. But does lose a lot of his HP and burns through 1 Burrow Strike already.
I wanted to see chat see the map. They love the map.
There's people pog champing and people like what facing.
I mean, that's to be expected. I actually hated it when people switched it at first.
I don't like change. I don't like it when new things come out.
I hope TI's not on that map. I don't know. Is it gonna be? It probably will be. I guess it will be.
I don't know.
That's gonna be weird. Well, we'll have to see. I like it though. Every once in a while on an online, that's cool. It's nice.
I was so excited about the map. I didn't open the CS board.
That's understandable, honestly. I don't blame you.
Hey, it's not hit the 2-minute mark yet. I think I've averted a crisis there.
And well, we talked about Trixie, and he is having a very rough time. He's already shrined up, and he's already getting forced back again. Combination of Leech Seed and Maledict. Not fun. Comes back in. Oh hey! Oh, you're still here, are you? Okay. Well, I'm gonna head away again here.
Oh, that's the Burrow Strike. That is really, really sad for Trixie. At least he gets himself a bounty rune.
He's trying to go in and steal theirs.
You could definitely see the gap between Enigma and the Sand King. Enigma's been able to farm a decent amount. Shachlo still sitting in lane. No one's been able to clear through his Eidolons, so he's just denying out away from Era. The big question is, where does Hani go? And apparently Hani has decided to charge in towards mid lane. Afo's spent his Astral already, so this one looks like it might be a kill going the way of NiP, and it will be. First blood for Yolina. Didn't even need LSA. 2 points in the Dragon Slave and a charge is all they needed.
Nicely done. So that's what we're talking about, the aggression. And it's also that whole thing about Trixie, right? Because this Stream Protector's still level 1. So all those little pecks from the Lina have not been discounted whatsoever by Roger, as he's only been able to use the Leech Seed and doesn't have that Living Garment to help mid. So both those factors coming into play. The old Trixie harass, like, yes, he hasn't actually accomplished too much on the hero. He's still level 1, but, you know, that is one way that this OD just kind of dies very easily mid. So Trixie doing work without doing anything at all.
Just by running circles around the enemy heroes, he's doing enough. That's all he needs. Enigma still continues the rinse and repeat. Deny a creep, farm up jungle camps.
This hero's so satisfying to play on the offlane. It's just great, you know. You can just feel ever since they made that change to the experience stuff. Like when you take away that range creep, it is just you can like taste it from the enemy carry player. It's so much experience that you're denying. It's actually ridiculous.
Only when there's no like wave clear hero, right? Because as soon as you walk into, you know, a Fade Bolt or something like that, and they kill off your Eidolons,
give it right back.
Yeah, you're just like, well, shit. Now I've fed a little bit there.
Yeah,
look at this.
That is not good.
NiP just waiting at their bounty rune spot. Trixie's not in lane. They've got Spirit Breaker waiting at the same time. Don't know if they're looking for a go again onto the OD.
I think they're hoping they were going to get aggressive too, and maybe come in and try and go on the bounty runes, maybe get Roger a little bit extra farm. This guy is a heavy aggressive player. This guy loves his position 4 Slardar. He's extremely good at it. Probably one of the best. Him and actually Raji too, down in Southeast Asia. Also plays a fantastic one. Both the Rajas, but he just loves to steal those bounty runes, right, and get up to those bigger items. So gotta keep your eyes on him. It's him who's going to be protecting the mid lane this time, as it looks like they are indeed expecting that to be coming through.
Honey scouts one of them out. Enigma's farming this ancient camp.
Can you guys leave, man? I need some experience. I got a Treant leeching. I got a Spirit Breaker leeching.
They've just left the Terrorblade alone up at top. There goes the Metamorphosis into the tier 1. Insane trying to shove this as hard as he can with some Fire Spirits as well. Treant TPing in isn't really going to be able to slow this down too much, even with the living armor.
Oh, the courier.
A lot of HP is burnt through. Where is that Dire Crit buying energy booster for Mickey, it looks like.
Crafty.
Charge onto top. Sharp Slow is caught. Still level 5, so there's no threat of a black hole here, and a dive forward from Insania will slow them down even more. The damage over time is good, but in comes the Maledict, and Sodoy's TP'd with a Troll. There's aggressive one-roll play racing down in front of Honey, but he's still alive. He has a charge, he can go to Creep Wave, just gets himself out of the trees, but the Maledict barely taking him down to 13 HP. He gets to the creeps. He's going to survive. The Stout Shield will keep him alive as well. Honey somehow escapes from that situation where, by all means, he should have died.
Wow, that was deep. Very well played. And I was actually just about to say, like, because we had Shoshlo doing this, right? And he's finding this interesting, like, why are you up here, man? Like, why is this TB just, like, pushing into your lane? But what can you do? If this TB and Phoenix are here, you can't come and contest to the tower because you know what Spiritbreaker wants to do. And that's why they TP the Treant up here and he places this ward. They want to find that guy coming in who's looking to cut this Enigma and give them the tower for free. So everyone's just ready to TP immediately, knowing that that's the play that they want to do with a Metamorphosis TB. And despite the, like, perfect reactions from Effect, they actually still can't punish NiP, which is crazy.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Very surprised they weren't able to grab a single kill out of all that.
Dude, there's like ambient jellyfish around as well. Honestly. So good. So good. So Shoshlo just giving up on top lane then. He's like, sod it. I'm gonna let my Troll stay up there for whatever reason. I don't know why they've not moved the Treant here either, because Troll is all alone, 1v3 up against the Spirit Breaker and the TB, but they don't have Metamorphosis. And with Arzik coming in from the back, they won't be able to dive any further for him.
How's Trixie doing down here anyway? He hasn't made the move. That Troll left his lane. He was like, oh yeah. Gonna get myself some creeps. Little 5.5. Almost into some tranquil booties. He's living the life. Yeah, man, it's great.
He's got free farm now.
Oh, look at these little explosions.
He has been allowed to hit the creeps, Trent. He is hitting the creeps. This is something
he's getting them all too, Trixie.
This is like something that's never allowed to happen in my games. Offlaners are not permitted to get farm.
Look where he is. It's like under the tower. He might be dead.
I just fell out of my chair. Oh, the pause. Oh, no.
Sorry, go. Sorry, go. It's everything together. It's the black hole, the cancel, the pause, the sec, and then the sorry, go. Oh, dearie me.
He had to just go into his options and turn on do not channel with stop channel without stop.
That only works with TPs though, right?
I don't know.
Oh, Shoshlo.
I don't have that option turned on.
Oh. Whew. I mean, that should have been a dead Trixie, I believe, but the black hole put to, I'm not going to say good use, but put to use at least. It's on cooldown now. Okay.
Can you imagine Trixie's reaction there?
He's like, I'll be in black hole. Never mind, guys, I'm fine. It's literally one of those roller coaster of emotions where you go from, oh, I'm dead, to, oh, I'm alive. Well played,
He didn't
Trixie.
burrow strike the Enigma, right? I'm not crazy. He just
He burrow struck after black hole was cancelled.
Yeah, okay, just check. Just check.
Alpha has the Phoenix under lock and key here, but Trixie's TPing in. Insania turns back, but one hit from the Arcane Orb is all that was required of Alpha to finish off the Phoenix. Now Trixie's kind of just TP'd into a dead lane.
And now it's Roger's turn. He's down bottom. He's getting some creeps. A little bit of gold onto our Treant Protector, so he isn't getting to get too much this game with his brown boots, but Trixie shows back up and tells him to get out. Where's my troll at? Sodoy, what's up, my boy? Sodoy has been farming up a storm in the recent games that I have watched him. Felt like he's done very well. A couple good Terrorblade games, too. So I'm expecting a lot from him today.
After that one TP rotation, Sodoy has been doing nothing but farming for the past like 3 minutes.
Yeah, and it's all kind of like this weird, like, first it's up top, so he's like denying a little bit from the Terrorblade, but Terrorblade then goes in the jungle, so he's like denying it from the supports, and I don't know. It's a little slow, just because it did open up a lot to Trixie. Like, he's almost caught up to the Enigma.
But look at the Lina trend. 4,200 now worth. Mickey is like racing towards the Bloodstone. Getting very, very far ahead. And has kill power on pretty much any of these heroes from effect. All they need is like one charge in from Hani, he's been pretty quiet. He's just getting himself some levels, leeching experience. He's had a couple of very good rotations. It wouldn't hurt to have another one. I think that's what they're feeling. Roger TP's mid. I think they know that Trixie's hiding behind, and they definitely will now. They'll scout him out. Maybe even look for the go, because the epicenter's there. On to Alpha with the Laguna Blade as well. Living armor, and the Astral keeps him alive for now, though the Bash pushes him back through the charge. The damage output should be good enough to kill off the OD, and Mickey turns back to fight into the Troll. A 2-man Burrow Strike comes in as well with the Phoenix Fiery Spirits. But it's a 1-for-1 mid for offlaner. Not sure if anyone else is going to drop in the back. It looks like they'll be fine, even with the dot damage ticking over.
So they win it, but they also lose the OD. So it's like you're basically just shifting gold from your OD onto your Enigma, which I'm not sure is exactly what you really want anyway, assuming this guy wants his Midas. So honestly, I don't even think that's much of a win for the Radiant. It's like I would just rather have that gold on my OD, you know? But
oh yeah, like
whatever.
Definitely, like I feel it's definitely a win for NiP. Just like losing Trixie, who lost pretty much no gold at all for the OD kill. Burning through a couple of ultimates is perfectly fine for you, I think. I mean, Lina's Laguna Blade is up again in 10 seconds. They just pop Metamorphosis top lane, take a tower, and they can maybe just move mid. It looks like Ira wants to farm some more back in the jungle. He's given the signal to back up a bit. The only worry I have is the bottom third of the map is kind of quiet. Effect aren't making use of their own jungle to farm. They're not farming bot lane. Our Zeke is now here, getting level 6 on the Witch Doctor. Effect just kind of feel out of place in the laning stage.
I don't know, it is kind of feeling a little bit awkward, but they're maybe just waiting to react, hoping that Era is going to start making some sort of another pressure play soon. Like, they kind of had that reaction mid, although it wasn't fantastic, so maybe they're thinking that NiP want to get stuff done. Plus, they're also thinking about Hani, I'm sure. He's going to be 6 soon. Maybe they thought he was going to get the tome instead. I assume it was Insania who got it since he's 6. Would have been a little bit more worrisome, I think, if it was the Spirit Breaker.
Yeah, Hani. Oh, there's some cool ambient noises as well. I hear a whale. Like, no, honestly, I think it's a whale and there's like chains creaking as well. Dude, this is so good. It's probably not good to play because it'll be distracting you while you're trying to CS or while you're trying to gank someone. Just start hearing ambient noises or, you know, admiring the pillars with the moray eel swimming around it.
It's pretty crazy how far it's come when you think about like the desert map. Although the winter maps are still the best.
Yeah.
Please give one permanent winter map. That's all I ask.
You typical Canadian just wants some snow.
Yeah.
Roger again with a good TP to scout Trixie.
Oh, and that sentry too, just make sure about wards and stuff like that as well, and potential sentries even looking for him, because that'd be very common. And yeah, there it is right there immediately.
Trixie was pinging it out. Maybe due to the fact that Troll backed away from this. knowing that they've been scouted. Mid lane, the OD does get some pressure onto tier 1 there as well, but Dragon Slave...
Interesting. No, it's interesting that they use the Spirit Breaker to kill that sentry. Do you see that? How like Trixie like didn't want to pop it because he like wants the Spirit Breaker to be the guy that shows in the fog and not him.
Yeah.
It's kind of an interesting play. Like he intentionally like made him walk all the way over, and that's kill mid.
Oh, that's a solo kill mid. Mickey just destroys the OD. Oh boy.
Nicely played. That must have been level 12, was it?
Middle tower is under attack.
I'm guessing that's what caught him off
Level
guard.
2 Laguna Blade, yeah. Looks like it. In top lane, TP's coming in. Trixie wants the stun. Insania doesn't catch onto anyone with a dive. They've got the TPing Enigma right in front of them, and with the Supernova drop, Epicenter as well. They really want Chashlo to die, and he will. Kill off the Eidolons now.
Looks like he was only level 11. I was just checking the experience and stuff, so even with just the level 1 Laguna Blade, it was enough, so that'll just put up to 12 for the next one. And I guess it was just Ninja, not so much a misunderstanding of damage, just nice catch up by Mickey, but Astral,
Yeah.
That's a bit of a whiff there.
Maledict misses, Death Ward into Astral, everything failing.
There were some pings.
Not the best out from effect, and this allows Era to come in with his Metamorphosis still up and running. Do some damage to this tier 1. So Doy and Arzik, they're kind of posturing as though they want to go in and fight this. But take a look at where NiP are hiding.
Yeah.
Insania and Trixie both up on the high ground. No blink or anything yet for your Sand King, but with a TB so far forward, oh, in comes Roger. Overgrowth down, they want this Terrorblade, but going in is so difficult. The stun comes through from Trixie and Mickey, killing off Sudoy pretty much within an inch of his life so far. Pops the Battle Trance, a few more hits, but he's not going to die. Chashlo, he's ready, he's here with a Black Hole, and just needs to latch onto a couple of targets, but he won't be able to get close enough. The TB holds the line, and NiP will be able to retreat with what they have.
Effects were very low as well, though. Like, Insania almost able to pick off a couple on that back line there as they were all retreating away, but Raindrops helping out as well as a little bit of the Witch Doctor heal going from the Voodoo Restoration. And they don't claim the tower, so again, this is Treant Protector. Da-da-da-da-da. Back up we go. Terrorblade, a very good hero against Treant Protector usually, though.
Is that tier 1 actually going to go to full HP before NiP come again? I think it is. I think Roger just sits here healing it non-stop for the next 2.5 minutes. We'll even block off the creeps with Eidolons, farm up this wave, and there we go. Yeah, this tier 1 is going to be up to like 1200 HP before Ninjas and Pyjamas even get close to it again. Trixie goes back to farming his blink. He is a little far behind where he wants to be, and definitely behind his off-lane counterpart, the Enigma, who went for that Hand of Midas build. And nearly has the Mech Arcanes done on top of it as well, Chashlo. So the timing for effect is definitely building up. It's been slow and kind of difficult work for them, but once they reach these real big items, Force Staff on OD, they'll have maybe a BKB done for the Troll, when they definitely become very strong.
Yeah. And what do they need to do then? They need to move into the Roche Pit, but they're fighting into Egg, Spirit Breaker, Sand King, and then I guess it just comes down to the Metamorphosis. If they can find a good time where they know the Era doesn't have too much damage to throw in, maybe they could head into the pit, but honestly, it's going to be very scary. Insania with his very fancy Supernova cosmetic.
Oh, yeah?
This egg is just waiting to fly out, man. Oh, yeah. It's the beautiful vermilion egg.
I've not seen that.
Oh,
I've not seen that before.
It is a rare cosmetic, my friend.
Oh, very rare.
He's got the skills to clearly pay his cosmetic bills.
Very nice. The dive forward doesn't connect too much, but they found Roger and easily kill him. The Death Ward down. Not going to do too much there as they can still go in. NiP have the ability to jump even deeper. Trixie wants to go for another Burst Strike. The Fiery Spirits won't catch onto them, so they'll secure the tier 1 and be happy with it. Another great thing is this Arcane Rune over on Era means that Metamorphosis is back up in another 75 seconds. Just over a minute and they'll have another one. Go and push maybe top tier 2, maybe even Roshan for themselves. Because this gold influx they're getting right now is huge for them.
Yeah, I don't think the Radiant can really get this ball rolling. It's a little bit too late, and that's the problem with Terrorblade. But it is Treant Protector. If you can just hold these towers, of course, you know, that one defense, you can hold that and slow down this momentum from the side of NiP. And that is the very scary thing about Tree, but they're just not finding those moments, maybe because they don't have any initiation. Of course, there's no like blink or anything on Shashlo. The best thing they'd have would be like Force Staff Enigma in or something. Or they're going to have to rely on Roger getting a very nice entangle out of the Nature's Guise. However, they've been very cautious with sentries as they move in from NiP. You got that one down there as they were approaching to make sure that wrap didn't come. And I'm sure they'll continue to do so as they go for other objectives.
Maybe now Effect feel that with Black Hole, Mech, Force Staff, they can try and make something happen and get some gold of their own by taking a tower.
Trixie has a blink though.
He
Can just curse at the side shop and come mid.
He doesn't have mana though. He needs to pop a shrine or something.
I have the. Oh, and there is no shrine top either. So he'll have, yeah, he's gonna start blinking to this one.
There's a regen rune top spot, but that's going to go over to the OD. With Lena's talents being changed, how do you like 125 cast range over 80 light strike array damage?
Cast range. Against the OD, that seems pretty smart. Just give yourself more buffer room to make sure you're not getting astraled. Against Black Hole, it seems very smart to make sure you can like get good angles on the LSA to cancel Black Hole.
That's a good point.
It seems like definitely a very good game for it. I could see games where the other's more important. Some games you need more burst and stuff, so
it's just
you opt for that. But
with LSA slave combo, you need the additional damage to like insta clear creep waves, or else you still have, you know, when it's like 20 minutes in, you still have to hit them all once before they die.
Yeah, you do the little machine gun pecks.
And it's like super awkward.
Yeah, that's fair. There is the other fact that 125 scales infinitely, though, in a sense of like time-wise throughout the game. All of your items, all of your spells, whereas the 80 damage flat on Light Strike Array is just so like, it's 80 damage at 40 minutes.
Such a pessimist, Trent.
You know me? We'll go for the very common 50 damage as well. Sometimes with the Yule's build, we'll still get the respawn, but...
Oh dear, Arthur thought he was away, but the charge from Hani gave them vision. Astral himself now, but getting out of this spot is very difficult for him. With the Laguna Blade through, Hani nether strikes back into the Enigma so they can try and get 2 targets going. And it looks like he's succeeded as well. Another charge is ready, just needs to keep the vision. This is a dead shot slow, he's gone. They're going to lose 2 here for nothing. And it all starts with that Spirit Breaker giving vision and giving the opportunity for them to chase across the map to get the kills. 6,000 net worth lead now.
Kills to 2, yeah, and it's a 6 kill differential, but it's about 1k per kill if you want to look at it that way. It's just all about the last hits and the map control that's been exhibited here by Ninjas and Pyjamas, and now that control will extend into the Roshan pit.
I'm so glad.
Doesn't look like it'll be too difficult.
I'm so glad Valve finally implemented this net worth bar underneath the clock.
Yeah.
Such a great idea that Valve came up with.
Yeah. Geniuses.
I only see Pimmuckle in chat complaining about it. I wonder who came up with this idea.
And it's in such a perfect spot too. I mean, could it be any better?
I don't think it could. Don't think it could. Don't even need to look at graphs anymore.
No, it's great. Except, you know what I was thinking? What if you could toggle it with a button so that thing up top turned to experience? Is that too much though?
I've always found like differentiating or sort of quantifying experience leads as being just bad most of the time.
It can be helpful to show game, like show like how the teams are playing.
Sure, like team progression and stuff like that, and maybe outside of laning, like as you get to like 6 or 7 minutes, seeing who's ahead is very important because then you see like, you know, spread of who has level 6 pretty much.
Oh, come on!
Nah, he's not getting out of that, dude. Three of them.
You have to believe.
Just believe in the bashes.
He has a Vlad's, dude. If he just insta bash.
But he's got 3 heroes there.
Dude, I've seen trolls do crazier things.
I have them.
Come on now. Come on.
Does OD get the kill? He does. Arthur finds one up at top, finishes Hurricane Pike. Shachlo still holding on to this black hole after the one shameful one he had down the bottom lane. Yet to use it since then. But with his BKB closing in, things get scary for NiP.
That whole idea of the threat of black hole becomes a lot more valuable after that's your first black hole, you know? It's like, well, that one time I actually used it.
It wasn't very
Maybe
good.
I'll just keep the threat going here.
Stay away from me. I will black hole you. Oh, look at this. Mickey even goes for Ether Lens. Bloodstone, Ether Lens, cast range, damage.
So that kind of makes up for the talent choice.
Do you
in
even,
some ways.
Do you even bother going for Yules at this point? I feel like you just go Shadowblade now.
Yeah, I would think Shadowblade would be his item for sure.
Oh, they bashed through Roger there, and with the dust forward, they've got the vision. They just need Trixie to Sandstorm, Burrow Strike, cast your spells, Epicenter, always going for the troll, he's going for the big one. He catches as well. Mickey's there with the damage output as well through it all. And Witch Doctor's Cask and Death Ward just doesn't do a damn thing. OD joins the fight though, looking for a bit more of this engagement. Trixie holding onto another Burrow Strike. He wants Shachlo and they will get him. Enigma forced to use the Mac on Self. And that long-range Light Strike Array. There's the Ether Lens and Talent coming into play.
Dude, highlight over it. Look how huge it is. That's actually insane. Oh my god.
Whereas Lena, oh wow, that is pretty large.
Radiant's top tower.
That is
pretty
actually crazy. Wow.
Radiant's
large. And now move up onto
I
high
would
ground.
not have guessed it was that big. That feels insane.
Yeah, we don't see Ether Lens that often on Lena's anymore, really. You know, it was one of those things
We
that...
don't see Ether Lens in general anymore.
That's true. Like, not even Rubik or anyone goes for it. Well, tier 3 falling. Light Strike Array and Laguna Blade kills off a hero. Ozik's gone. Dead immediately. Roger in a spot of bother as well. Forced to living armor and run himself back away. He's still dusted up, though. Does he not realize he's dusted? Mickey just runs into the middle of the fight. Gets astraled as well, but he's got his Aegis still up on him. 20 Bloodstone charges and down goes the Treant. Oh, they're just walking into death at this point. Honey with the charge, the bash, the hits, and the death of OD. This might spell the end of the game with Shachlo not able to get even one good black hole off. A supernova in the back, diving forward again onto Sadoy and Alpha Ninja. They've killed off Hani at the least, but a full lane of racks goes down the way of NiP. And Effect. Things not looking too hot this game. 18,000 net worth lead for the Ninjas in Pyjamas.
Oh, they look fantastic lately. I mean, these guys have been struggling a bit. And of course, they've just recently undergone some roster changes. And so far, so good. I love this Lena build, I have to say. And he'll just go right in towards a Bloodthorn. Well, I guess he's going Dateless. My mistake. I thought perhaps he was... I see Demon Edge and Lena. But yeah, Dateless just makes more sense. It's a little bit cheaper to get up. And better against a troll who's going to have BKB anyway.
Who was it on SG eSports? Was it HFN that was doing this?
Just realized I said Demon Edge instead of Chrysalis. Sorry. Anyway.
That's fine. She has a Demon Edge now.
My brain. Yeah, no, I know, but I was thinking...
Was it
I said...
Was
I mixed up my items there in my brain. I'm sorry, guys.
Or was it ADR? Maybe it was ADR playing it.
What do you do?
The Daedalus on Lena. Pretty much every game.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of going Bloodthorn or anything like that, he just goes straight into Daedalus. Oh, okay, that is a Trixie play. That is pure Trixie right there. They even put a sentry down, but their smoke immediately popped by the Invis Sand King just wandering what seemed like aimlessly through into the enemy side of the map, but he destroys their plan.
It feels kind of insignificant, but honestly, you only have so many of those things, you know? They have one more on the tree, but...
We'll try and get the tier 1. NiP looking to defend with the Yule Scepter from Trixie, slowing this one down. Alpha still gets the last hit on the tower. Where do Effect go? They're just like 5-man farming ancients now? gotta run back and defend our lane as 5?
I mean, when you're down 18,000 at 26 minutes. And I don't think this is one of those games where you're like, no, we're not that far down. I think they know. Like, they're probably pretty aware of how far behind they are. You're like watching this Lena run through your jungle under your ward and she's got all these items. You're terrified. She's 23 Bloodstone charges right now.
17k net worth ahead of the TV by about 2,000. This Lena is very farmed. She doesn't have Aegis anymore though, so obviously still able to kill her off. But with the instant respawn and boost of travel, you do have to deal with her twice in a team fight. The smoke from Effects.
Nice item choice here from Hani as well with that Ghost Scepter. Very good game for it. It's the OD as well as the Troll Warlord.
Yeah.
Just save him from some trouble. And then he can just like Solar Crest other people too and not worry about the fact that he's losing it.
We have only had one black hole, right?
Yes.
I struggled to call it a black hole. It wasn't very effective. This Roger Treant is very, very fast. Look,
It was more like a flushing toilet.
why is Treant so fast? Why is he so quick?
With this Treant? Because
Yeah.
he's running through trees.
He's
Look at his Nature's Guys, dude. Movement speed plus 34%.
But he's
What up?
so quick with Tranquils. Look at him.
I mean, these things are like basically boots of travel now. They're crazy.
Look, he's only got Tranquil boots and he's got 509 move speed. This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
What? You think it's that ridiculous? He can only
509
follow around trees?
509 move speed with just Tranquil Boots. You don't think that's insane? Like
Seems fine.
maybe 507 or 508, but not,
I mean, imagine
not
if he could
509,
blink.
dude.
Yeah.
Unacceptable.
I mean, you think that's crazy. What if this hero could blink out of invis and stun you on a 3-second cooldown for like 2.5 seconds? That wouldn't be insane, right?
No, that wouldn't be.
No,
insane.
that would be totally balanced if it had a
Perfect.
0.8-second downtime.
Perfectly balanced, Trent.
Tree. I am glad to see him back, though. Not gonna lie.
Dude,
I love me some
completely.
Treant.
I hate Treant. He's the worst. Well, look at that. Fiery Spirits are very good against the Prowlers. They can't hit anyone. They can't get their spells off. They can't entangle you. NiP have just taken a full chokehold of this map, though. They spot Sadoy running back towards his base. As Epicenter's channeled up there, the Astral saves what I believe to be the Treant, but he's still stunned and Laguna bladed down into death. There's the Phoenix. Supernova not ready, has to dive away, but still dies. OD clears up that kill with the Death Ward down, bouncing back onto Trixie. The BKBs from the Radiant team are running through and looking for kills, but the TB, he's got the damage and he kills Azik immediately with a Black Hole through. This is their only chance, but look at the damage from Mickey. Kills off the Enigma during the Black Hole, turns back, kills off another, and Ultra Kill needs one more for the Rampage. GG is called, but Mickey, he wants this Rampage. Please give it to him. Don't call GG now. Don't let the game end. Let him kill the OD. He finally gets it. Rampage for him. Lena gets the game paused as well. The DC out from Apo, and the lovely music from the Dota 2 sound pack of TI7 comes through.
Damn, dude. NiP. Loving it. Looking good. Very happy to see the squad succeed. You know, of course, you guys are very familiar with many of these players. Old, new, a little bit of both.
Middle.
But I'm always pulling for Effect. I have to say, they're kind of my favorite I don't know, just my favorite to watch CIS team. I enjoy these guys, as well as I know they're all like working pretty hard, pretty well, you know, known but not known kind of deal. So I'm expecting a lot from the squad. Not expecting to lose in games like this, but NiP just totally outplaying, outdrafting them. Not able to get any sort of momentum going with like this mech, because you see these OD drafts, right? And he gets some levels and he gets his 4-staff, and someone builds a mech on your team and you just 5-man and you go. But they were just too far behind at that point to get it done.